Good morning, Key Stage 1. How are you? I hope you're looking forward to the fourth instalment of your art theme work for the snail and the whale. And I've got something quite exciting for you today. I have to say, I've absolutely loved seeing all the artwork that you have done. So keep on sending them in and I'll post pictures on Twitter, on the feedback show and on the website. But first, have you remembered? It's our word up. Take a look. Here we go, today's word up. Are you ready for our chant? Here we go then. 3, 2, 1. Hey, Olive Dunkirk in your homes. I got a new word to show you, so tell all the boys and girls, word up. So today I've been inspired by lots of the messages from your parents who have been saying that you have been loving the artwork. The only problem is that you've been creating so much of it, they don't know what to do with it. So I've come up with your word up for today, plethora. Doesn't that sound like such a good word? Plethora. Can you say it? Copy me. Plethora. Well done. Can you give it another go? Plethora. Good job. Now it's a bit of an odd word, isn't it? Here it is bigger. Plethora. Plethora. This basically means a lot of, more than you know what to do with. So maybe you had a plethora of sweets during Halloween or Easter eggs. Maybe when Ramadan is over, you're going to have a plethora of food, a massive feast with your family, so much food that you don't know what to do with it. I've definitely heard that lots of you have a plethora of artwork. You've not been doing one of these drawings or 2 or 3. Sometimes you've been doing 4 or 5. If you're anything like my daughter, I know exactly what your grown-ups are talking about. But that's wonderful because it lets us build up those skills. The more you practice, the better you'll get. So a synonym for plethora is excess or a vast amount of. So for example, I have a plethora of my daughter's artwork. I have a plethora of my daughter's artwork. I wonder what you have a plethora of. Do you have a plethora of Lego pieces? A plethora of LOL dolls? Do you have a plethora of video games or movies that you've got to watch? So many that you don't know what to do with them? Have a think. Could you use the word plethora today in a sentence? Because of all of the plethora of the artwork that I've been told that your mummies and daddies have at home, we've decided in Key Stage 1 that we'd like you to keep hold of some of those pieces, the pieces that you think are the best. And what we'd like you to do is when we're allowed back in school, we'd like you to bring those pieces of artwork with you. And we're going to create a huge gallery, either in our cloakrooms or in our classrooms, of all of your wonderful lockdown art. We think it'd be really wonderful to celebrate all of the amazing stuff that you've been doing at home. And celebrating your artwork is a really easy way of doing that. And it's great because, honestly, they look fantastic. We have been so proud of the work that you have done, so it would be great to showcase that. Now time for today's lesson. So this week, all you're going to need is a pencil and a piece of paper, and we're going to have a look at some sketching skills. So as you can see on the screen, I've got just a couple of skills that are necessary for you to be able to sketch properly. We're going to have a look at some of these this week. So we're going to practice tonal sketching, and that means basically going from dark to light. So the object that we're going to sketch, some of the bits are light and some of the bits are dark. And we're going to have a go really carefully doing that with your pencil. So putting more pressure on to make a darker colour and less pressure to make a lighter colour. We're then going to have a go at smudging. So there'll be quite a few occasions where you've got lines on your drawing that you don't necessarily want and you'd like it to blend in a little bit better. So you're going to have a go at using your finger to smudge or blend your pencil lines together to help blend the dark to the light. We're also going to have a look at something called scumble. which is quite good fun, isn't it? And I hope you can see here that it's a little bit different to the tonal or the smudging. You can see a bit more of the pencil lines, and that's okay. On the snail that we're going to draw, we want to see some of the lines sometimes, particularly on the shell, where we're going to create a spiral pattern. We're also going to have a go at doing accent lines, particularly on the snail's body, where it's got the different bits where you're going to have a look at in a minute. It's got these almost like these little squares or oblongs on its body. We're going to use accent lines to create those. An accent line is where a darker line stands out from the rest of the drawing. So you're going to have to use quite a lot of pressure. So, as I've alluded to in this message, we're going to have a go at drawing a snail. Have you ever had a look at a snail up close? I'm sure there are lots, either in your gardens at home, on your walks if you're allowed to go out for daily walks, on the house and the road in front of you. Have a look. I've got some up close photos here for you to see. Look at the lines on their shells. That's going to be where the scumble comes in to help you create this effect of the lines. Look at the snail's body. Do you remember I said it's made up of those squares and oblongs? That's where those accent lines are really going to come in. You can see on the snail's shell where the light hits it at certain points. That's where all of that tonal work is going to come in to help create that 3D effect. So I hope you can see how wonderful it's going to be drawing this very simple everyday creature. Creatures that people might go, ooh, a snail. But when you look at it up close, look at how beautiful and fascinating it is. For example, when I first started sketching the snail, I didn't realise that it had 4 of these little antennae. I thought it only had 2. So, are you ready? Take a look at this quick video, which is going to show you how you can sketch your very own real-life snail. So, what do you think? Are you going to give it a go? Now, the great thing about this is that you can apply these skills to lots of different situations. If you've got some flowers in your garden that you want to sketch, you could do those. If there's a massive fat wood pigeon sat on the lights outside your house, have a go at sketching the wood pigeon. Why not have a go at sketching your family members? Sit and look at them closely. Look at their eyes, their nose, their mouth, their hair. Could you use the skills that we've done today to sketch a grown-up or a brother or sister? Maybe you've got a pet that you could sketch. There are so many things around your house that you could have a go at sketching. And it's great fun because using those skills, you can really make things look 3D quite easily. Give it a go. And as always, I would absolutely love to see the examples of your work. Now, I know I say it every week, but we really are missing you so much, and we cannot wait until we are safely allowed to go back to school. You're doing so fantastically well with your artwork. We're really very proud of you. So keep up the good work, and hopefully we'll see you again soon. Bye.